puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell sometimes.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighters.
About 1 minute.
Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
He misses with that straight left. What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than equal.
Nice counter shot. When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. That counter punch caught him clean. You'd like to see more jabs. Beautiful counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fight. The bell rings and we start the third. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
Can't land the jab there. How about that time counter shot? And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice job by him to block that jab. So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. They exchange punches. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? Here we go to the fourth round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? And keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good counter punch. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than equal.
He threw a punch and just got countered. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Well done with that counter shot. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. Time for the fifth round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Miss with that jab. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Misses with the straight left. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Leonard in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every...
There's the bell to start round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
punch. Talk about punches in bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history book.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Straight right just misses. Good counter punching. Did you see that? Sugar Ray Leonard days. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? And there's the bell for round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Just misses with that uppercut. Nice counter. Counter shot lands. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Perfect counter shot. Can't find a home for that jab. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. And it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go.
There's the bell to start round 8. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Counter punch. They block the left there. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Pensacola's finest is down. And you can see here on the replay, a
was
perfect
fake.
body shot, and he dropped like a loose suit.
I've got
He
to see
hit
that.
me from down the block. Yo, that's fake.
1, 2,
You know that's fake.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in that once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. The judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before. Now
Oh,
yeah. What's happened? Unanimous
Kush.
decision. What a
Yeah,
what
Kush.
tactics, what a game
I said
plan.
Kush.
The
I
ball
don't
is
do
on.
that. Kuh. I don't do kuh. I said Kush. Yeah, Kush. I want Kush. I deserve that win. Yeah. Why he trying to be my friend after I beat his ass? Trying to be my friend after I beat his ass. I deserve that win. Yeah, that's it for me. I'm going outside. I just wanted that win.